chat.
Thing is like blown up again with Pokemon. Hi, chat.
We're talking about cards.
Cardboard crack, chat.
I don't have a problem. I can stop anytime I want.
And
I'm
I don't
choosing not to stop. Jewels are basically immobile. Oh yeah, I forgot jewels are a thing now. They are YouTube bits. They're mostly for... I don't know if you can use them on main videos. I thought it had to be the sideways ones. But I don't do the sideways ones because I haven't set it up yet, so it looks nice. Because if you don't use an outside app, they basically just make a vertical shot of the center of your screen, and it looks horrendous.
Ew, yeah, that's kind of gross.
Yeah, but there is an outside app you can get for OBS that allows you to make a secondary screen for it. I just have to find it and figure out how to set it up. Once I do, I might do more vertical streams, but I kind of hate vertical streams.
Vertical streams have always been weird to me.
Yeah. Like at that point, I should just focus on TikTok.
Very often, but I would like I don't watch streams very often, but I would never watch a vertical stream.
Yeah, it's for a completely different type of people.
Like you can call them people. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But thank you, Magma, for the member 12 months. Says hoi hoi. It's been a year. And then, thank you, Nerdy Texan Accountant, for the GOAT trophy. I guess that's
GOAT
the...
trophy?
It says Nerdy Texan Accountant sent a GOAT trophy.
Amazing.
Thank you, Internet Zen, for the
chat.
5. Cardboard crack is still less expensive than plastic crack, and I've only slowed down on my plastic crack fix because I'm running out of room to store it. I will say this.
Crack, figurines.
This is kind of annoying. Whatever the GOAT trophy is, which I guess is the new Jules thing, it doesn't actually show up in the fan funding section. I have to be on live chat.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so it'll never show up on mine.
I don't know why it doesn't show up as funding.
Yeah, let me go here. Oh, hello everybody. IFCL, Real Twilight Weaver, Saperton, Nicoman Hera Fox, Skittles with Tap Cerberos. All the people.
Here.
What's on the Lawtism today? We have a few things. Actually, a couple things.
So, jewels
we have
are the
one
virtual
that the title
currency.
only implies someone got parried.
Yeah.
And then we have another one involving actual in-court stuff. I think a lawyer's gonna get sanctioned in that one.
So, jewels are 1 cent per ruby. Apparently.
Interesting.
I still don't really because they don't really have like a good system for this or a place to read about it.
And not only that, but like, I don't have that anywhere on my stuff. Like, they haven't implemented it on mine.
I think it's only some people.
Yeah, no, that's like what they did with the top fan thing. Now that's rolled out to everybody, but that was that was a limited release for like 3-4 months.
My assumption is that it mostly goes out to creators who are I think it's a mix of seniority and good standing. So like I've never been demonetized. I've never had like a negative thing hit my channel. So I probably in their system listed as like good standing or something. I'm a good boy.
I'm a good boy too. At least, other than copyright ID, I don't think I've ever gotten any kind of like copyright strike or community guideline strike or anything like that. But I usually always get hit with copyright ID at least once, even for a couple things that I know for a fact they're royalty free. So I'm like, how do you? I know Oko got fucking hit on copyright ID for 2 songs they own the licensing to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so copyright ID just kind of fucks with you regardless.
On one of the last UTTs, when I was making a joke about the Mimi situation, calling the UK like Nazi Germany, and I played Irica at the top of the song, which is a pre-World War II German marching song.
Yes, it is.
It got copyright claimed from some company that's called like Lawli Music Incorporated. And I thought it would at least be like a mistake or something, like they would claim it was some other song. And no, the actual claim said claim for Lawli Music Incorporated, Irica German marching song.
That would be, oh my fucking god. Do you know that would be like me getting copyright ID'd for my Nations of the World Who Hate Johnny, which literally just uses the Mexican hat dance. Again, Nations of the World Who Hate Johnny. It's the Nations song from Wacko from the Animaniacs. It's owned by WB. They are copyright fucking crazy. Even they will not touch me because they do not own the rights to the melody of the Mexican ad dance.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that a pre-World War, I mean, that's almost pre-World War One.
Yeah, we got copyright claim for Irica. So if you watch that stream, that's the reason it's actually silent at the start, because we got copyright claim.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Because like we could
thank you for being a Jarl for 13 months.
The thing is, you can win the dispute. The problem is, if they dispute it, it just inherently puts a strike on your channel temporarily until the dispute is settled. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that shit for like some stupid troll corporation.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I did play with that. And here's the thing. I found out that a lot of these companies, even the fake ones, you get one of two things. You get either someone who's actually maliciously copywriting your content in an attempt to obtain your personal information, or you have the other more common one, which is they are betting on you not disputing it, so they just would claim the monetization. I decided to dispute a couple things, including the fucking assholes who keep copywriting the Batman fucking music from the Batman Arkham series. It keeps happening. So I decided, I'm like, you know what? This is the first time I'm going to do it. I disputed it. 2 days later, they released all the claims associated with the Batman music. And I was like, that was fucking fast. Okay. I think they expect most people not to call their bluff.
That's fair.
I think that's the common thing.
And maybe I should have called their bluff, but I was just like, two people use this channel.
I've been streaming for well over a year, and I've only called their bluff once, and I should be doing it more now that I know that it works, but like, it's such a hassle.
Yeah.
I had to write like 5,000 words on why I believe my copyright claimed content was under fair use, and you're asking a lawyer to defend for fair use, so of course I used all 5,000 characters.
I have ChatGPT write it for me.
Well, I mean, that's good enough, yeah. It's not like you're in court. You just gotta invent a case and you get sanctioned.
Yeah. Should have changed it to Japanese. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? I did...
Yeah, that was weird.
My stream on the Mimi stuff that is now, like, Japanese, actually, before it was Japanese, got hit with demonetization because of how many times I mentioned...
Yes, it did.
...unfortunate stuff. Unfortunate things that people don't want to talk about. When it got forcibly swapped to Japanese... it was suddenly remonetized, and I did not have to put in
was weird.
a ticket or anything. It just is monetized now.
Didn't it re-limit it monetization, though?
No, it's still fully monetized.
Go away? I guess Japanese YouTube is better than Western YouTube.
Yeah, or maybe it's... my belief is they might be using separate filters for each language. And because they're trying to filter the language through a Japanese filter, none of the words are matching up. Because that's the only thing I could think of.
Shit. I'm being compared to a Vocaloid now.
Well, that's not a bad thing, necessarily.
It's not.
Depending
it's actually
on
not
which
a bad one
Vocaloid.
either. People keep saying I kind of look like Kasune Tito.
Nah, I don't see it. Chat, you
I don't
can't just
either.
call
They
every
have-
red-haired girl Teto.
Look, that's what keeps happening. And you know what's so funny? I have watched 3 animes for the first time this year alone that has a red-eyed, red-haired girl with a fang. And I'm like, I'm just a fucking trope? I created Eva before I saw any of these anime, and I feel plagiarized even though I'm not.
You plagiarized them, in fact.
I clearly did. Without even, like, I've never seen those animes, so I'm like, how did I come up with it? The anime Oko and I watched it, they made it into a movie, some Machi Madoka.
Yeah.
The fucking red, I'm like, okay, she's even got a fucking fang. It was ridiculous.
Speaking of plagiarism, and there hasn't been any movement on it yet, but the Pal World lawsuit, I think they have been doing well enough that it looks like other companies are starting to kind of fuck with Nintendo stuff and release their own, like, oh, this is our monster catching game. Look at this, very clearly not Pokeball. I think Nintendo starting to lose ground has convinced people that they don't have as much power as they thought they did.
That is kind of what's going on. I mean, everyone's scared of the big bad, Baba Yaga, who's never lost a fight or never lost a contract, or the fucking company who has literally never lost once in their entire existence any litigation they brought to United States or Japanese court. So the fact that Pocket Pair is actually showing that, hey, there are kinks in this armor and this god can bleed means that other companies are going to follow.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, I think, give up before it gets to that point because they're like, Nintendo has deep pockets.
Yeah.
And the fun part is other companies won't even have to do the fight. Other indie devs won't have to do the fight because Nintendo's lost patents from this.
Yeah.
People have actually, they've lost
a number of pens, and they even have other pens up for review.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing. Look, you guys, Icarus was bound, like the Icarus fucking, theory where, like, eventually a company will get big enough, they'll fly too close to the sun, and they will crash and burn.
Yep.
Unless, we do something stupid like bail them out. But typically speaking, eventually this is gonna happen, and I'm just glad that I was alive to see it for Nintendo.
Yeah. They've been really annoying for a long time. So it's kind of nice to just, like, oh, you're finally getting your comeuppance for all those fan games you shut down.
Nintendo will never lose the will to fight. They're a Japanese company.
Yeah.
You guys have to remember, the Bushido Code is woven into the culture of JP businesses. Like, that's how fucking pervasive it is. So they will fight until they can't fight anymore. There's no losing the will to fight for a Japanese company. Not one with honor, anyway.
You thought they're bad because they had a patent for summoning creatures. People found out from this that they had a patent for transitioning from walking to riding a creature. And then they had another patent they were trying to get that was using a creature to glide or fly.
Yep, and then there's another patent that they had of transferring your virtual Pokemon or monster from your inventory to your to the PC storage system of Pokemon. They patented that as well.
Yeah, that was like...
And they patented a computer storage system in their game. That's fucking crazy.
That's why they suddenly started losing a whole bunch of patents, because nobody had ever called them on this before. And they had never tried to use any of this against another company before. Like, especially not a big one. And then as soon as they started using it...
the issue is they were going to try to pull the trigger on Pocket Pair, but they waited too long, and they blew up too fast.
Yeah. Well, I think, I don't think it was ever going to work, because I think a lot of people forget that when Pal World was released, it had backing from Sony.
Yeah, that's true.
Sony, like, actually had investment into Pal World being a success. And so Nintendo wasn't fighting, like, some little indie company anymore. They were fighting Sony money.
Which is another JP company, so now you got two samurai fighting each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, little bit of Lawtism news. Alex Murdaugh, for those who don't know, Alex Murdaugh is a relatively famous North Carolinian attorney who comes from a family of well-established attorneys who was convicted of murdering, I think it was murder too. And I forget if it was his wife or his stepson or something like that, but he got convicted. But the issue was, in that case, the court clerk tainted the jury pool by warning them not to believe his testimony when he testified and a bunch of other stuff. It got really bad and got appealed, and the Supreme Court of North Carolina has ruled that that entire case must be retried due to the inappropriate tainting of the jury pool on behalf of the court clerk. His wife and son, yes, thank you. Saber Toggot's it.
Interesting.
Yes, this one I was pretty sure was gonna happen, and I even my Papa Elper is like, isn't that double jeopardy? I'm like, no, this has to do with a procedural issue that happened in the case that requires it to be retried. It's not like he was acquitted and then tried again. That would be double jeopardy.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing, he's not being released or anything, right? Because he is still serving 40 years for stealing upwards of $12 million from his clients as a lawyer.
Yeah.
So he's not going anywhere, and he still has to retry this, and I doubt he's going to be alive by the time he can get out for his blue-collar crime, his white-collar crime, let alone, his crime of second-degree murder in 2 counts.
It's wild to say that out loud.
Yeah. Is everyone corrupt in our world? No, but absolutely. Look,
a lot of
I'm
people.
going to tell you right now. A lot of people, and the more established you are as an entity, in a rural area like North Carolina, and you're a lawyer, your father was a lawyer, your great-grandfather was a lawyer, etc., 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 the chances of corruption sprouting in a situation like that are far higher than someone who decides to go to law school and they don't have any family history of being a lawyer and they just want to change the world, right? That's different than, oh yeah, we have pretty much a lawyer monarchy here that has been quote-unquote ruling over this county in North Carolina for the better part of 100 years. That's ripe for corruption, like, let's be real.
Reminded me of a video with an African politician that said corruption is good when he takes part in it. Now, there's like an actual video of like an African politician that I believe his exact quote is something along the lines of, corruption is good when it can help me. And he's like in a press conference. It's not like a hidden backroom thing. He's talking to people, trying to sell them on the benefits of corruption.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Listen, guys, you don't understand how beneficial corruption would be to our area.
Yeah. Look, I would make money off of it. Don't you want me to make money?
He pulls out a PowerPoint. Did you prepared slides on this? What the fuck?
It is wild to think that in some areas of the world, that is how deep corruption goes. That they would just publicly say, true. Yeah, I'm corrupt as shit, and you're going to vote for me again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because who are you going to choose? The guy who's lying about being corrupt?
Or the guy who's open about it?
Yeah.
Hey, at least I'm honest.
Genuine psychotic behavior all over the world.
Absolutely. Look, I'm not corrupt, but money talks.
Yeah.
$20 is $20.
Everybody's favorite
which
quote.
Which of these ones do you want to watch first?
I will let you choose what you're most interested in.
Okay, I'm gonna roll dice then.
Roll.
Because I've been very D&D coded. Oh, by the way, I've reached out feelers to 2 at DMs for the Roll for Luck little D&D campaign that we wanted to do. Let's see. Okay, so that was an 18, which means higher, so we're going to start in court. Attorney may be sanctioned over frivolous, poorly researched response.
Is that what you're...
There we go. Let me just do this. Switch to the right screen, full screen, and then remove my background music. We are ready.
And we are in Judge Cedric's court.
To this court. Be careful.
Yeah, okay.
I'm always a little iffy with him.
Yeah, me too. Look, I will say, batting average, he's still decent, but there have been several glaring issues I've had with him. Yeah, only in a handful of cases, but that's all it requires for me to lose some respect.
Yeah.
Careful on your answer.
No, Your Honor.
That's not what you're saying to this court, because I really hope you're not.
No, Your Honor.
I think what's in there and it's sanctionable. Court does call the case of Pierce Lake Village Association.
Thank goodness, thank you for the 5.
James Heaton Trust.
Is the meme true that a lot of lawyers are
Counsel, state
Jewish?
your appearances, please.
Okay, hold on. We mentioned the Jews. I had to pause. No.
You might not want to say it that way.
Is the meme true that a lot of lawyers are Jewish? I would say that no. That meme isn't true, but the meme/stereotype that Jews make some of the best lawyers is absolutely true. You know, that's probably where I would draw the line there. I wouldn't say that lots of lawyers are Jewish. I would say Jewish people make some of the best lawyers. I'm not anti-Semitic. You can't be that'd be like calling me racist for saying Asians are good at math. No, I'm saying they're good at it.
Morning, Your Honor. Lucia Camaro appearing on behalf of Plaintiff Pierce Lake Village Association.
Good morning, Your Honor. Travis Gagnon appearing on behalf of defendants James E. Heaton Trust and Tenant.
Your Honor, can we address a housekeeping matter prior to getting into the motion, please?
What is the housekeeping matter?
So at the February 20 hearing that we were at...
Oh, this is weird.
It was relayed to...
What is?
I've never seen this before. Her name is censored out.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah, that's...
Especially if she's like an attorney.
You're speaking for the court. Yeah, what is happening?
Also, she sounds ridiculously young.
Yeah, she sounds
like baby attorney.
She sounds maybe only a year or two older than I was when I started practicing.
The court that defense counsel represents all defendants, and I wanted to...
Oh God, I'm cringing because she's gonna be bad and she's reminding me, like, okay, so this girl and one other, we were watching the Corey Richards trial with Legal Mindset, and this attorney got up and I swear to God, her voice sounded as high and young as mine. And it was so funny hearing, and she was a good attorney. She was making great arguments, but it was like, oh, you little baby girl, what are you doing here?
That defense counsel does, in fact, defend all defendants. He advised the court that he was planning on filing a motion to dismiss the Ellen Trust on the basis that she had no alleged interest. And that motion has not come through, and their captions seem to state that they only represent the trust, the Heaton Trust, and the tenant. So if that's the case, I'm going to need to default the Ellen Trust, but I just want to confirm.
Okay, so this must be like
an appearance on behalf of the James Heaton Trust and Tenant only. It is still our position that the other trust has no ownership interest in the unit that's in question. And again,
okay, so we got two trusts that are fighting for ownership or authority over some kind of rented unit.
Yeah.
And instead of the landlord being a person, it is a trust.
It's not that I won't file a motion. Our motion that is teed up today is to adjourn the trial, which would seemingly bump the motion hearing or motion filing deadlines as well. That will likely be a part of the motion that's filed at that time.
I don't know if that's a housekeeping matter or not. I mean, if you believe that they're not representing them and you want to file a motion for a default, I think you need to file your motion.
Yeah, that's not a
Understood, Your Honor.
It's not a housekeeping motion.
Your motion, sir.
It is. Thank you, Your Honor. Hopefully.
No, it is kind of funny that she's like, "Oh, it's a housekeeping motion." He goes,
It's
"No, I
not.
think you'd have to like start a whole new case for that. I don't." What?
Yeah, you're. This is an entire motion. A housekeeping matter, Chad, is like making sure that, oh, hey, on this motion, I've noticed that the address isn't quite right, or the name is misspelt, or
It's like
or hey, we need to get
clarifications.
this filled out. Hey, yeah, it's literally strictly procedural. Has nothing to do with the facts of the case.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're trying to bring in, you know, who represents who, whether or not they have a right to represent them, and whether or not you want to file for a default motion here, well, guess what?
That's the case
That's not
itself.
housekeeping. Yeah, that's the actual case.
So, Your Honor, housekeeping motion. I actually don't have a lawyer.
Yeah, scheduling or tiny stuff. Super tall, you're absolutely right.
I am still curious about her name being censored. I feel like something's going to happen.
I hope something explains it.
Yeah, I feel like something's going to happen, and they're going to be like, I felt like I had to censor their name because of this wild shit that happened. But I mean, I guess I don't know.
Maybe to prevent harassment online, because I think they do get sanctioned for whatever they do here.
Fair.
And,
Also,
you know, any sanctioned attorney, you can look them up. You can look them up in their state's bar. You can see what they were sanctioned for. And you can usually use that information to harass and harm that individual, which I think is a hole in the in our bar system, but that's beside the point.
Chat, never go harass anybody we talk about on these. Like, I've seen it allegedly with some other people's channels where they claim that people watching these kind of videos go and harass the people that are involved in the case. Don't do that.
Yeah,
I don't know why people do that.
Find the attorney or the fucking person and send them hate, or find their Facebook. Don't. That's weird. If I find out you're doing that, you're banned.
Yeah, it's super weird.
I don't think anyone has. I'm just getting ahead of that. Don't be that way, man.
It's no benefit to anybody.
It's a simple motion here. On April 10th, we had a hearing in front of this court, and we had set the date for a non-jury trial.
Okay, bench trial.
5th. At that time, only counsel was required to be present at the hearing, and counsel checked their schedules, and it was clear of any conflicts for the May 5th deadline, or for the May 5th trial date. Within that following week, I was able to meet with my clients, explain to them what the next steps were, and that there was a trial that had been set. It was only at that time I was informed that there had been a long-standing travel that had been planned by my clients, who are not only just named defendants here, they are representatives of the trust that owns the unit, but also key witnesses in the trial, that they would be out of the country. And I think it was until May 18th. Given that it was a 3-week lead time or a 2-week lead time at that point, they were not able to cancel their travel. And I, that same day, reached out to chambers and counsel to try to see if we could set another trial date, whatever the soonest available trial date was, following their return to the country, May 18th. We were given June 2nd as a potential date and told that we should stipulate. I communicated with counsel via email and phone calls several times. I wrote them that day. I wrote them the following week. A couple of times in follow-up, I left 2 voicemails, and I never heard back from counsel. So without hearing anything further, I filed this motion to adjourn the trial date so that I could have my key witnesses as a matter of due process here, so that we have are able to present our defense. In the response, which is the only response that I've heard back, whether
Bitch, you need to stop making duck faces at the camera.
They cite MCL 600 Got 5735.
Yeah, what is she
two
doing?
different sections. These are for summonses, and
She's giving him the smolder.
I'm well aware of that, and I'll get to it when I hear their response, because I think the response is frivolous in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and I will just point out, Your Honor, my last thing. We've already extended deadlines in this case before at plaintiff's insistence. We had our hearing in March that was scheduled. Plaintiff reached out and asked for a stipulation to move that date, which again is far beyond 10 days from the filing of the complaint. We did stipulate to that and moved it to the April 10th date to cooperate with counsel. Now we're being told that it's not a matter of discretion and that there's no power to move beyond.
But a big reason why I stopped practicing is because you have to be so aware of your facial muscles. Like, you cannot. You gotta be stoic. You gotta be unfazable, unflappable, all that shit. This bitch, I can read every reaction she has through her face. That's really not good for any lawyer.
I think this is the one part of lawyering I would be good at. I'm really good at not giving anything away.
Yeah, no, I've got a pretty damn good poker face as well. At least when I'm in court and I flip that switch. But like, my issue here is this woman has clearly not flipped that switch or not learned that switch needs to be flipped. And it's gonna get her in trouble. Trust me, judges will fucking throw shit at you just for giving them a wrong look. Whether or not it was intentional.
Also, there's a kind of a concept with a bit of lawyering where even if something might not be good for your case, if it has been allowed for the opposing party, or if it's been allowed for you at some point, you kind of have to allow it for the opposing party, or else you look bad in front of the judge.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Okay, so you're willing to. What you're telling me is defense counsel is willing to work with you, but in the exact same circumstance, you're not willing to give them that same good faith. Yeah, a judge is not going to be happy to see that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I see why a lawyer would kind of reject this motion. The problem is it's already been allowed for you before, so now you look malicious.
Exactly.
If it hadn't been allowed before you, yeah, if it hadn't been allowed for you before, you might have been able to get away with this. But you.
Yeah, because it's like, no, I didn't get my extension. Why should you get yours?
Yeah.
That's fine. But you're literally saying, I got my extension at my request, but I'm not going to give you your extension?
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, and I'm going to fight you on it actively.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And not even reply to you when you ask about it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's actually the big error that was made here, was the lack of correspondence and lack of response. Typically speaking, God, it really should be within 24 hours, but like, I would max out at 48 hours. If you do not respond to opposing counsel's correspondence within 2 days, you're doing something very wrong as an attorney.
You're fucking with them at that point. It's obvious.
Yeah, you really are. And remember, you're not sticking it to opposing counsel. You're just hurting your own client's case. And in that instance, that's why lack of correspondence, lack of responding to opposing counsel can absolutely end you in sanctions, because you are not effectively representing your client and doing your job.
Yeah.
Good cause. So that is all I have, Your Honor. Our request is that we move the trial date to June 2nd, or if counsel or plaintiffs are unavailable on June 2nd, we're happy to find another date that works where everyone is present.
Response.
Your Honor, MCL 600.5735 sets the dates that the summary proceeding must occur after the issuance of the summons.
How long have you been doing summary proceedings? Because what's the date of that statute?
Uh-oh, that's not good to hear.
It's been effective since, it's at least amended since 2004.
Correct. And in 2020, particularly Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17 changed that, correct?
I would need to verify, Your Honor.
Yeah, you should have looked
Okay.
I would just say I'm sorry, Your Honor, I did not know, or I was unaware of that. Because if the judge is giving you a specific date, you have to just eat crow at that point.
Look, the reason why I pause this, and Saber Todd's probably going to back me up on this, he's like, oh my god, that was horrible. And the reason why that was horrible is this lawyer obviously does their research to affirm their position rather than to try to disprove their position. So if I find a law from 2004 and it helps support my argument or position, the first thing I do is I move that over to my citations, and then I actually review those citations, and I'm going to look for any case that that post-dated that case that might have overturned that ruling.
Yeah.
This should have been step one, and that's why this shouldn't have never been in front of the judge, because he knows that there was a 2020, 6 years ago, there was a ruling that overturned this law. Why don't you know that? Why didn't you fucking do your due diligence and actually figure that out? And why are you citing an outdated, overturned law to me in my court?
Yeah.
Big mistake there.
And you got to know it as soon as the judge mentions it by name. Like, he's like, okay,
yeah, now
so...
you need to be profusely sorry, apologize, like you said. I am so sorry, Judge. I must have overlooked that in my research. Thank you so much for correcting me.
Yeah. And you got to know it.
You know, I rest that argument.
It'd be one thing if the judge was like, I think that might have changed, at some point recently. But he goes, so there's a Supreme Court there's a Supreme Court decision exactly this many years ago.
Yeah, it almost sounds like he's had a number of attorneys try and use this law on him, and he's like, bro, guys, you need to update your reading material. I don't know what the hell's going on, but your law firm is so fucking outdated.
Yeah. This has been changed. It's been years now.
I mean, he brought that up fast.
filed this response. Go ahead.
Your Honor, we largely rely on our response to the defendant's motion.
Yeah, but I got questions regarding the response, because what you put in the response, it seems to me to be frivolous regarding an argument for a motion to adjourn the trial day.
Okay.
You're indicating that the court doesn't have discretion, that there's got to be a hearing, without any analysis of the original statute that provides for service and a hearing date from within the 3 to 10 day range. But that's when trials weren't held in the manner that they're held right now.
The Vixen case is in Michigan. It used to move very quickly, but in 2020, the courts added steps to slow things down a bit. Now tenants get their rights explained and a short chance to get help. That's honestly kind of fair, because here's the issue. There have been a lot of states and jurisdictions that honestly, in the way that family court is kind of built to support the woman, or like landlord and tenant court, real estate court almost is what I would like, renting court. I don't know what the fuck you'd call it. But that's kind of built in many states for the landlord and not the tenant.
Yeah.
And that can be a problem. I understand the need for balancing, but you can't go too far one way with it. And maybe that's what's happened here.
Well, also in many cases in landlord-tenant court, you're dealing with one person that they might not have a bunch of money to consult a lawyer, because currently they're trying to find a new house to live in.
Yeah.
And they were already renting. The premise of it is that they did not have money for a house, so they were already renting, which is supposed to be a cheaper option, but we all know that's not necessarily always true.
And then you got instances of the landlord trying to hold all the deposits and stuff when he's like, well, I need that money to move. You're trying to evict me while willfully holding on to money that you shouldn't be, because sure, if there's holes in the walls and stuff, security deposits, stuff like that, sure, keep it. But most of the time, I'll put it this way. One of the most common things, a reason a security deposit will be held, is scuff marks on the wall. If you're a landlord and you do not repaint your walls after every tenant transfer through, you're a shitty landlord.
Yeah.
You should not be holding security deposits over paint scuffs. But that's what happens a lot. And then they expect these people to pick up their life, to move, while also holding on to the cash that would be necessary for them to facilitate that. It's pretty fucked, and I understand why some courts would kind of pump the brakes on that a little bit and give tenants a more fair shake handling this in court.
Yeah.
I want to try to.
I was also going to say, sorry I didn't get to this earlier, but Internet Zen Master said, question for Ava. Would Nintendo's surprise $50 prize increase on the Switch undermine their case against the U.S. government over the tariffs?
No.
I didn't think so, really.
Yeah, no, not at all. And the only reason why is because that case has already been decided and adjudicated by the Supreme Court of the United States. There's no appeal pass or, this might affect the case because that case has already been decided.
The Supreme Court is the appeal.
Unless decides to take a similar case. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So unless, the Supreme Court decides to take a different case and overturn their own ruling that they made a handful of months ago, there's no changing that ruling.
Yeah. And then also, Internet Semester says, Judge, do not quote the ancient text to me, woman. I was there when they were written.
Oh yeah, he was there when it was updated for sure.
He says, but in the most polite legalese way possible.
Yeah, oh, definitely. No, when he said, because I have this October 2020 Supreme Court case, I look, my heart is dropped into my butthole, and I'm just saying sorry and hoping that I don't get fucking admonished for that mistake.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta eat crow and be like, yeah, no, I fucked up, my bad.
Yeah, something, sorry. I'll eat the beak of the crow.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
My bad, didn't see it. Whoopsie daisies.
Yeah, that can be, but you can't. Don't try to adjudicate or argue the law when your position was a improperly cited law from 2004.
Yeah. What are you thinking at that point?
And look, perfect pause fame. What is your face, girl? Did you get lip injections? Is there something can you not control these looks?
Yeah, I don't know what's with her, the duck face.
You're not looks maxing. You're not trying to mock the other members of the court. What are you doing?
She keeps duck facing constantly.
Yeah, it's really pissing me off.
That's in here, then you might want to do so, because I consider many of the arguments that you make here absolutely frivolous and not taking into account the statutory and court rule changes that have occurred regarding summary proceedings.
Respectfully, Your Honor, again, our position is...
No.
No.
I'm so sorry, Your
Stop
Honor.
restating your position.
Not nothing. the fact that you had to sit there and, first of all, look around the camera in a way you weren't rolling your eyes, but you kind of is this serious? Are you seriously asking me this right now? You look like you're put out by being asked questions in his court.
Well,
that's crazy.
And the response already is horrendous, because the judge has basically told you, your entire case, we confirmed your case is bullshit, start to finish.
Yeah,
it has no value.
Its foundational arguments are completely ignoring freaking rule changes and law changes and court rule changes. This is...
And all you have to reply to him with is, well, I rest my case.
Yeah. Respectfully, no, you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna file de novo on you, bitch.
She's coming off as, respectfully, Your Honor, I still rest my case. And he's like, you know you don't.
No, you don't get to. I'm telling you, your case is unrested.
Yeah, your case is wrong.
Answer my questions.
Oh
my God.
I can see why she got in trouble.
Yeah. I can
do.
The
statute places a limitation on the adjournments, and
give me the court rule. By the way, court rules will supersede statutes on procedural matters.
Almost always, yes.
Always been the rule. So give me the court rule that does not give this court discretion to adjourn this trial.
I mean, Your Honor, under MCR 2.001, the court rule yields to the statute.
Hang on. So in Michigan, by statute of rules of court, our primary procedural authority, even superseding statutes. So in such a state, omitting focusing on the rules of court, to me, makes the mess up huge. Yeah, no, she clearly is. And he's trying to fucking narrow in on that focus. Like, hey, you have not seemed to taken into account that court rules actually they overrule any kind of procedural authority like that. So what's the court rule? Now that he's asking for the actual court rule, he's actually helping her right now and trying to throw her a bone. He's trying to guide her to a correct answer, but she's doubling down so much she's dropping the ball that he's handing her to save her fucking life.
Listen, here's the ball. Put it in the goal
really,
right
like,
there.
Okay, come on. This is the process. So I'm asking, what's the court rule? Like 4 + 4 equals. That's right, class. It equals 8.
And she's
And then
crossing
this bitch
her
over here
arms
has her
and
eyes
going,
rolled up
"I've
and
already
she goes,
won."
Yeah. No, I won. It's 9, and you can't challenge me. I win. You lose. Goodbye. She just walks out of the door.
Yeah, it's like,
What
you
the
are you are fucking your case, lady. I have no idea, like,
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Okay, I'll let you. Relay synchronized. Pause. Played that.
On procedural matters,
The language in 2.001 specifically states,
Oh, Jesus.
Here's the other problem she's running into. There's always a possibility the judge is wrong. But if the judge is this fervently wrong, you fighting with him is going to do nothing.
Yeah, if he's that wrong, you just get him on appeal.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and Sabertaw's kind of given us a lot of context in my chat. Apparently, the argument that she's making would actually work in other states, but not in the state of Michigan. Because what I just said with this first one, A says, to me, that rule is foreign because in Virginia, statutes are supreme on procedural issues. So I can see omitting some hangnail emergency order from 2020, but fact that rules are primary is just insane to me. Also, she's the one spitting image of the Instagram attorney. This is She-Hulk levels of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's about there. I would. She's Googling her stances too. Well, look, on-the-fly research is normal for attorneys. I'm not gonna bash her for that. Especially because she's been caught on the off foot and she needs to fucking argue her. She should just give up her position of argument, but she's doubled down, so we're just in the weeds now.
Yeah.
It makes sense that she would be looking this up to fortify her argument. I'm not saying she should be, but that's something I would expect most lawyers to do.
Exactly.
Oh, look at him, he's upset.
I gave you a bone and you just threw it back at me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I gave you lemons and you threw the lemons back and said, make life.
that the rules in this chapter govern procedure in all civil proceedings in all courts established by the Constitution and laws of the state of Michigan, except where the limited jurisdiction of a court makes a rule inherently applicable or where a rule applicable to a specific court or a specific type of proceeding provides a different procedure.
Yeah, you just
You did
defined
not.
rules of procedure.
You did not. There's no fucking way that you just, in your argument of why that's not correct, you just fucking read why that is correct in the state. I heard it is oh my god, wow.
It's
This is bad.
I don't know how she fucked this up.
This is where Saper talk, because I understand this. Procedure being foreign to you, but I feel like, Saper, if you looked up the law in argument that this isn't right, and then you read those words, I think you would say, you know what? I just read that again, and I think you're right, and I apologize for wasting the court's time.
I
think that's the issue I'm running into. She is so blinded by her position. She literally read the antithesis to her position as though it is enforcing her argument.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So keep in mind, chat, her argument is that the statutes overrule court procedure, which in a lot of places they don't, specifically in this place. And her evidence of that is something that says this statute takes precedent unless there is court procedure saying otherwise. That's basically the short and skinny of it.
Saber judges when Billy Mays and would, but wait, there's more.
I genuinely don't know how do you fuck up reading that? I just don't understand.
Yeah, that was, I love his face. He's like, yeah, you just read that, and do you see why we're at where we are?
I'm not saying every layman would get it, but I'm saying that's simple enough that most laymen would get it.
Provides a different procedure.
They should, yeah.
Read in conjunction with the Summary Proceedings Act, which provides.
Be kidding me. Read the first sentence.
The rules in this chapter govern proceedings in all civil proceedings in all courts established by the Constitution and laws of the state of Michigan.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Govern the procedure.
That's it. That's all you need.
Take the L, lady.
Oh my God! See, that's my issue with her.
She doesn't seem to know she's wrong.
I'm watching her experience physical cognitive dissonance. That's why I'm freaking out, because this is not the faces you would make, like what the fuck, you dare question me? What am I supposed to do with it? Well, who the fuck do you think you are that you have this attitude when a judge is asking you questions? That's my issue here.
Like, you know, the guy behind that desk
just sitting there as if he is watching a domestic. Oh yeah, no, look, he's interested too. I half expect him to pull out a thing of popcorn and just start fucking just kick back and watch this, because that's what I'd be doing.
It's like, lady, you know the guy behind that desk decides your case's fate, right?
And your fate, really.
And also, the rules do require where somebody reaches out to the opposing side, that there is to be some type of either concurrent or not concurrent in a motion that's filed or a request.
Yeah, this part too.
So why didn't your office respond to defense counsel's request? I'm not saying what the response has to be.
Now that we're on the topic of court rules.
Didn't respond.
Yes, Your Honor. So while Mr. Ganyu, and I apologize if I misstated that, when he called me, I was in a client meeting, and then the email had already come in that he was moving to adjourn it. And so I didn't have the time to give him a call back and explicitly state that we weren't going to proceed.
No. First of all, there's no way he messaged you, got a message out to you, and then when you're in a client meeting, which could be no more than a couple hours, he then just decided to fucking no. He's gonna give you a day or two at least.
And he said he sent multiple messages.
He informed me I was in a meeting. Yeah, he already testified to sending multiple attempts to correspond with your office. I was in a meeting, and then he moved forward before I could get out of the meeting is not an appropriate response to this line of questioning.
She thinks it's working.
I hope she did not go to a Michigan law school, because if they did not instill the basic priority of the procedural rules in Michigan, they need a curriculum review. I mean, she read the law and she didn't seem to understand it. I don't think this isn't a failing of the state. This is a failing of the attorney.
This is somebody who probably tests very well and can't do anything else.
Yeah.
With concurring, but my understanding or my position was a non-response is the same as
No, it is not. That cannot be your response.
She did. She just she defended professionally ghosting somebody.
You're going to tell me when opposing counsel reaches out to you, even if you don't agree, that you have no obligation to respond? Is that what you're telling this court?
No, Your Honor. I was intending on originally giving him a call back, but the motion had already came through. I was in a client meeting when he called me.
I'm right, and when I'm not wrong, when I'm wrong, it's not my fault.
Your Honor,
You're saying there wasn't a time between his original contact with you and the filing of the motion?
Oh, now
that
he's
you
looking
had
at
no
it.
way of reaching back out
Get in trouble.
via email, otherwise, to him? Is that what you're representing to this court? Be careful on your answer.
Oh, oh, fuck. You're done. You're done. Be careful with your answer is pretty much the worst thing any lawyer wants to hear after a judge asks them a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done.
That's the judge telling you that basically any answer you give is probably not going to be adequate unless it's an apology.
No.
She's not even thinking about it. Like, she's making this face like, I don't understand why you're doing this.
That was a 20-second pause.
That's not
Not
what
that I
you're
was
saying
counting.
to this court. Because I really hope you're not.
No, Your Honor.
What is the duck lip?
You have previously adjourned dates in this case, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you sought the concurrence of defense counsel to adjourn those dates, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Then explain to me why you would not show the same courtesy.
Your Honor, we have shown the same courtesy. They also asked for.
Okay.
You're
This is
specifically
where
in court
you
right
add
now
some
for not
stuff.
showing the same courtesy.
Yeah, this is where... Look, this is where... Lizu gets another coin for the Mizu's right jar. He fucking called this out on me, say, hey, that's gonna be an issue, and here we are.
Yeah.
two specific adjournments. And in this scenario, the client wasn't willing to give another stipulation to adjourn. We recently received body cam footage of recent calls out to the unit, and
Did that get filed with your response?
no, Your Honor, we actually received it via FOIA request yesterday. And so I was able to watch the body cam footage of what the noises sound like, which really puts into perspective the disturbance that this has caused the neighboring co-owners, which helped me understand why the client was not willing to allow me to stipulate to adjourn.
When did the supposed noises and everything occur?
So she's thrown her client under the bus now.
Yeah, it's also one of those things where it kind of doesn't matter if your client said that or not.
This one is an instance where, look, you have a obligation and duty to zealously defend and represent your client. This is true. However, when it comes to representing your client, you're not allowed to violate or skirt court rules or procedure.
Yeah.
And you cannot violate those rules on the behest of your client. Your response should only be, I'm not going to do that. I have to respond because this is a requirement in the court rules. And if you continue to push me to break the law or violate these court rules, I'm going to have to file to, leave as your counsel.
Your Honor, my client
that's what should
stipulated
have
that he
happened.
was not willing to follow the court rules, so I just chose to ignore them too.
Yeah, that's what they said. And that's crazy. That's crazy. And now their client's on the hook too. You are a horrible lawyer. By the way, their name is no longer, I think that's just the editor. Look, now his name is censored.
Oh, they might have just
But now
left
I
it in the
know her
corner
name.
there.
Yeah, I think they just...
I cannot for the life of
oopsies.
me pronounce that. Holy
I
shit.
could not... Olivia Camaro.
I had no idea what entomology that
I don't know
comes
if I'm
from.
right or not, but I've just decided that that comes from the depths of hell. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's continue.
The body cam footage that I received yesterday, I can give you the specific dates if you could give me one moment, Your Honor.
Yes, please.
So one of the body cam videos is dated 3/10.
Yes, Sabertall, you caught it. She just rolled her eyes. Yes, she actually had rolled her eyes
26.
there.
3:10.
Yes, March 10th. The other two of them are dated 4/13, and then there's one on 4/15, excuse me.
Daniel, you know anything about those?
I don't. I am happy to look into them, but I have not seen any of the body cam footage.
I just received them yesterday, Your Honor.
Back to your motion. Did you even, I mean, I'm going to ignore your section 3 regarding the court rules and general discretion not overriding summary proceedings act.
Really quick, Internet Zen Master says, I wonder if Zoom calls have caused a drop in people's ability to pick up nonverbal cues. I hope she'd have picked up on what he put down, but with that default duck face, I doubt she'd notice in person. That is
Zoom Court
a
has
question.
definitely created a culture of relaxation in court that really has not been good for court or decorum. I think if she was in person, she wouldn't be doing this nearly as much, because right now she's 25% of that screen in front of him right now.
Yeah.
He's not gonna notice an eye roll on screen. He will notice an eye roll right in front of him in the fucking on counsel's table. He will notice that.
Yeah.
But I think Zoom Court very much has degraded court decorum, especially in Addie's.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they just, it's bad.
I think it's even worse for like laymen in court, particularly because...
No way, hold on.
What?
Oh my god, Sabertah just gave us a fucking lore drop. Held the Precious, according to her firm site, she was on Law Review, Moot Court, and graduated magna cum laude.
I don't believe that.
There's no, I do, because of what you said. She's
Good
a great
tester.
test taker. That's it. That's why she has great grades. But guess what? When it comes to practical deployment of those skills, it's a different beast. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There is like an actual person, chat, that you could sit them and you could give them like one textbook and then give them the hardest test known to man on that textbook, and they would absolutely crush it. Get every question right. And then you would put them in front of the physical object that they were tested on and tell them to implement it, and immediately they would get everything wrong.
Yeah, it's like the pressure for anxiety of actually performing what they learned. It just completely makes them fall apart.
So I might have to send this to you later if I can find it again, but there's a story about this guy in the army who he was given this new army recruit, and the army recruit blew his mind, because you could give the army recruit a textbook and he could quote rules and procedures that not even like his commanders could actually quote. But then you would hand him a fucking spatula and he genuinely could not flip a burger to save his life. He could tell you all the technical terms of how to flip burgers, of all the ways to prepare them, of literally every form of seasoning under the sun.
But he had no practical use skill.
And it wasn't even just for big things, it was for little things. It said, like, he couldn't get him to put food in the freezer correctly where it wasn't going to cross-contaminate. But he could cite the actual government codes on cross-contamination. And then he would question him on it, and he'd be like, so where's the food at? And he's like, oh, it's the chicken is above the lettuce, sir. I was like, do you know why that's a problem? Oh, well, because the chicken is not supposed to be above the lettuce, sir. So why did you put the chicken above the lettuce, Private?
Yeah, sorry, sir. I blacked out, and I woke up and it was like that.
Yeah. It was a really interesting story.
Even though you get law review and magna cum laude from Michigan school and not know the basic principles of Michigan civil procedure. Well, that's kind of what Mizu is explaining right now, especially if she would look. Law school does not teach you the law. It teaches you the procedure of interacting with court and everything that you need to do. Usually what ends up happening is you come out of law school, you pass your bar exam, and then you decide to start researching a specialization. And that's usually the area of law that you're going to end up in. But
some people choose wrong and choose family law.
Michigan law school, graduate magna cum laude and everything, and still not understand the fucking Michigan court procedure is crazy.
Yeah. I will say, though, how this story ended actually is one of those stories that gives me some introspection, because instead of him talking about how stupid the guy is, he goes, it taught me that there's like this person in society, that there's something disconnected in their brain, and we don't know how to classify it or teach them to like make it not happen. Yeah. And he's like, I hope one day. A great teacher. Yeah, he's like,
that's it.
He's like, I hope one day we can invent a box for this person so that they can live their life more like how they want to.
She said, Bertal, the class you took on Virginia Civil Procedure was a elective class. You can specialize while in law school, but it requires taking the electives.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, don't think you know what you're talking about, because you haven't gone and looked at 2017, which changed.
I gotta do it one more time. Hold on. I just love we came back to, I frankly don't think you know what you're talking about. I gotta hear that one more time. It was great.
I don't think you know what you're talking about, because you haven't gone and looked at 2017, which changed everything. You also have not gone into looking at the way in which summary proceedings are now handled, and that they were specifically overridden by the Supreme Court regarding certain procedural issues, and then incorporated within the court rules that you say don't override particular statutes. And that's just wrong. I can't, it's just blatantly. And obviously, doesn't make any sense to me. If there are issues,
in the nicest way possible, the judge has just said, I don't know what's wrong with you, and I don't know how to fix it. Because he's tried so hard to tell you that, like, this is what's wrong, this is why it's wrong. And
it just, one thing will stop, the other thing will stop, but it's this fucking game that we've been playing with.
Oh, Ava got really quiet. I think you got away from the mic or something.
Okay, right.
Ava, come back. You can blame it all on chat.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
There you are. Okay.
Sorry, hold on. Our swamp cooler is just fucking failing massively.
Oof. Well, chat, we will wait for Ava to return. The She-Hulk girl boss comparisons were prophetic. You can't fix her problem because she'd refuse there is one. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's where it feels like the judge is getting sort of confused on his own. He's like, there's a problem with you. I don't know why you don't see it, and I don't know how to fix it. Because you don't see it. Save, it got smaller, but it's hard for that to happen. I always kind of feel bad for people that end up in a situation with people like this. Because you know they're like breaking their brain trying to make the person understand. Swamp cooler. Ava's a swamp elf, not a snow elf. There are many types of elves, chat. Oh, so chat, while I'm thinking about it, can I pull this up and not get myself in trouble? Let me double check. I think so. Oh. So chat, I got me new cards today. Fancy new cards. I got a Miss Drevis, which look how pretty it is. Very shiny. It's got all these cool little details. I think it looks great. And then of course I got a Cynthia. Cynthia's Resurade. I know you guys know, but I want to show off my cards. I think they're pretty. It's really good art. And you can buy singles with like pretty colors. Without having to spend a whole bunch of money. So besides, who doesn't like Cynthia? Everybody likes Cynthia. It's just my new hobby, chat, and I enjoy it. And I like all the pretty colors. Going to do Akko shock collars on. I'm currently on order for a new Raspberry Pi thing to connect it because I genuinely can't find where the sensor is. I think when I was doing a whole bunch of housework to get the house nice and clean, I might have accidentally thrown it away. I don't know how I would have though, because I keep it on top of my PC desk. But it's just gone now. So, I don't know. Check behind your ear for it. I'm not that kind of magician, chat. No, at least one person is going to abuse the shocker name. So do I. Nice. Thank you for the dice, PP. I also plan on doing the text to speech redeems at some point. Akko's gonna help me figure it out because I'm not particularly good at understanding how to do those. But then I'll just have like normal little text to speech redeems. I want to see if I can do different voices too. I think that would be fun. Dueling shot collars like dueling banjos. Oh shit.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. Did you have a good trip to the freezer?
No, it's not. It's gonna be bad, and it's gonna be really hot today, and it means I get to deal with a pissed off Papa Elk Pirate, and that's really annoying to deal with.
Oof. Also, thank you, Bandog. Says, but where's the Burger King? I don't know if you saw that, but me and Kindred did.
Euros for 15 months.
Me and Kindred did an Anti-Tuber audits the other day, and for some reason, like this person, all of their B-roll footage was a random Burger King in Luxembourg, Germany. Just like
Wow.
all of their background B-roll footage was just people walking in and out of this Burger King. So we started making jokes about the Burger King. Also, thank you, Morning Jay, for... It looks like a turtle drinking water. It says stay hydrated. People are going to start sending more of these
Okay.
Jules things just so they can send the weird pictures that are included with them.
Of course. Yeah, no, that's definitely gonna happen.
It's just like, it's a turtle drinking a bottled water. It looks so weird.
All right, God fucking damn it! I have to go again. The fan stopped yet again.
We'll sit here and we'll chat.
One
while
more
we wait for
time,
you.
I'm gonna check on it. Yeah. Hold on, it's gonna be at least a couple minutes.
Fair. So since it was Germany, wouldn't it have been Burgermeister? No, I think it's a branding thing. So it still just said Burger King. I don't think they changed the name because of like branding. You aren't getting spammed for 6-7 Jules. I don't know if you can do that for you, because I think Jules, you have to pick one of the pictures. But I could be wrong. I don't know anything about Jules, to be honest. I will have to experiment with them with myself. They gave 1,000 free jewels. What'd they give 1,000 free jewels for? Just to like random people? Or like to encourage people to start using them? Did you have to have like YouTube Premium or something? Or did just everybody get jewels? Sparkles for 2 jewels. Well, there are low-count jewels, it looks like. So maybe there is one that's like around 6-7. Ava has technician on her resume now. Oh my god, there is a 6-7. Oh wait, is there a 6-7 or is it... Is that just you typing it? It doesn't show up in chat correctly, so I never know. Not wait, yep, it's actual, there it is. Actual 6-7. Why is that a thing? Now everybody's just gonna send 6-7. Why, chat? Why the Zoomer memes? Thank you, Archmagos. Hail Mizu, thank you for not covering Jur. What is Jur? Should I cover Jur? Well, now Zexel's just sending 6-7 in the members. Thank you for the member for 3 months, though. I don't understand the 6-7 joke. So that's the whole joke. It's 6-7. There's nothing else. That's the whole thing. That's where humor is at now. Jeremy, are we talking about quartering? Quartering is more Akko's thing. Like, yeah, some of it's really funny, but I kind of leave that to Akko because I've never really followed the quartering. I've always thought he was just cringe and gay. At least 6ix9ine has a reason to be funny. Yeah. And 420. But yeah, no, if you want quartering news, that's you go to Akko's channel for that. Even back in the day, I always thought he was just kind of annoying, so I didn't watch him. I didn't think he was malicious. I just thought he was boring and annoying. The Royale with cheese. Fair enough. Yeah, everybody's gonna cover it because I think it's technically big news. I just kind of don't care about what Quartering's up to. He's just being a big baby, as he normally is. One of those things where it's hard to tell if he was just cringe or always malicious and hit it like some of the other people. That is a fair point. It's always kind of hard to tell if somebody actually sucks or if they are just really stupid and they make themselves look like they suck. I'm fine with assuming he just looks like he sucks. And not assuming too much malice. But it's also because I don't really care.
All right, I'm back. I'm so sorry.
Welcome back. You think it's gonna work now?
Oh, it's working so far. It's really not at work. I'm just gonna have to figure out later.
Fair.
Let's resume Law Cam, because I'm gonna be blasted out of this room. This thing gets way too hot.
Fair enough.
Certainly that regarding the defendant's conduct that you become aware of between the time of a trial date and the time of the setting of that trial date, much like every time, and obviously you don't know how this court works. If you filed a request for an emergency hearing on it, this court would do everything to accommodate that. So if there are issues that are involved between the time of the trial date and that, court will address it. But in that regard, we don't practice law here in Washtenaw County by sandbagging. So if you've got evidence of something that is going on, you present that to opposing counsel, see if the resolution can be worked out. If it can't be worked out, you contact my office, you file a motion, much like what happened here. This court will accommodate it within its schedule and get you in to address whatever the issue is. We don't practice this way here, certainly not in this court. I am going to, for the time being, ignore this very poorly researched response. Quite frankly,
Death the Goat, sorry, real quick. Death the Goat, my swamp cooler has completely failed, and it's like 90 plus degrees today.
Is it like an AC type thing, I guess?
Yeah, it's less, it's better than an AC because it only works in drier areas that use evap cooling. So it's basically this little pump system. You fill the basin with water. It pumps water through these pads on the sides, and then a fan goes. The pulley, the belt to the fan is like too loose, and it's not creating tension on the drivetrain. So the fan is not really wanting to work, and if the fan doesn't work, the whole thing doesn't work, and it heats up very quickly in here.
Fair, fair, fair.
It's sanctionable. And I'm going to decline at this time to do that. I will take my
Wow, you're lucky.
request, because it's not going to be defense counsel's request. The request for sanction, I'm going to take that under advisement. So you need to understand, counsel, that doesn't mean that I will not. But I'm not going to at this point. I will also not award to defense counsel attorney fees and cost in this case, but I am going to adjourn the trial date. And I'm going to make it very clear, counsel, so that if you want a written order to that effect, then I'll give you a written order. I don't think it requires a written order. That if there is a circumstance where I find that opposing counsel is not responding, then I am going to sanction, and I'm going to sanction hard. That is not how one practices law.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Having considered the motion and the response for whatever the response is, non-jury trial in this matter will be adjourned. I will adjourn the matter to June 2nd, 2026, 9 a.m.
She should
That is
consider
all.
herself
Mr.
lucky.
Dunn, you prepare an order to that effect, please. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I do want to look this up later and see where if any, follow-up
just
happened.
Yeah, it just happened. Like, they were talking about, like, May 5th and stuff for dates, so, like, that was last week.
Yeah. I hope that we can see the rest of it at some point.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
This is almost worse than the other attorney we saw that refused to leave the case that she was no longer supposed to be a part of.
Oh, that one was crazy.
Specifically
I'm
because at
surprised
least
she
her,
didn't get
she's kind of
sanctioned.
she seems like she's kind of crazy. So to a
Yeah,
degree, I can give her
she's lost the
that.
plot.
This lady's still all there. She's just like kind of an asshole, I guess, and thinks she's way smarter than she
because
is.
she graduated with top scores from her law school.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening.
She thinks she's a super genius, and she's fucking up constantly because of it.
She just tried to walk in and pull a suits on that shit, and she really just pulled a shit on it.
So do you think you'll have time to do the second one that we had lined up?
Yeah, we do have time for that. For some reason, the fan seems to be moving. Maybe my evil witchcraft spell and threaten to curse an inanimate object caused it to work. But
Well, you got to pray to the machine
now,
god.
we're okay. Yeah,
We talked about this the other day. You got to pray to the machine god, and you're good.
that's true. That's true.
You got to put a potato in it.
Okay. So this one, oh, thank you so much, Seth the Goat, for the head pats.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably gonna go directly into. I'm hoping. Like, here's what happened, chat. Like the full story and lore on the swamp cooler. I used to have a standing AC pumping it, but that uses so much electricity. It was prohibitively expensive. So we got this old swamp cooler that's been on the property and basically got it working again. Put it right up against poking into our window to turn it on and everything. Hooked it up with the hose and everything. Before I put it back in, because it started getting hot, like over the winter, I have to take it out of the window and close the window and stuff. We had a huge, and I mean huge windstorm where we were getting gusts upwards of 100+ miles an hour, and it picked up the swamp cooler and basically body slammed it onto the ground from the table that it was on. That fucked it up pretty goddamn bad. It bent it out of shape. We beat it back into shape, did all this other stuff. The biggest thing that seems to be happening right now is the belt that is connected to the electric motor that spins the fan seems to have failed, or maybe the what's known as the tensioner has failed. If that's all that there is, although the pump and stuff is also giving us problems, but if that's all there is, it could be as easy as a $20 fix. We just have to measure the belt size and everything, go and find a swamp cooler belt. But This thing was fucking smited by God. I'm afraid that if I replace that, another thing's gonna break. And if that's gonna happen, honestly, I should just look into getting a new swamp cooler.
True. If the
Anywhoosies, that's the full lore on that.
if the repairs end up more than buying a new one, you just buy a new one at that point.
Yeah, or if the thing is teetering, where like, okay, I'm gonna replace this belt, but this pump is literally close to failing because there was a couple times we turned on the pump and it just would not pump the water.
Yeah.
And then I'd fuck with the pump a little bit, and then it would turn on. I'm like, oh great, so that's getting old too. So at this point, it's kind of like, okay, you have a car, but it's got 250,000 miles on it, and just part after part is breaking. I kind of have to now determine, when do I have to no longer sunk cost fallacy this thing and just bite the bullet and get a new one?
I drove my car until it was totaled.
Yeah. You walking around with a mad bottom. Oh my god, did the goat? No, you did not.
What did they not?
No, you did not. No, you did not. They made an $800 donation. I am immensely grateful, but you came back saying you were going through a rough patch. Please tell me you can afford this. Seriously, thank you so much, but seriously, please tell me that this is something that you can afford, because if you can't, I am refunding you. That cannot be a thing that happens, and it's like, I can't not look into that, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much again, but just please, dear God, confirm to me that you didn't just, sell a kidney to give me a bit of money. No, that was next. Oh, $80. Okay. That's better. I still hope you can afford that as well.
Did you misread it?
No, well, Death the Goat said, Akakun, I sent 800. Do you think that's enough? And they accidentally typoed.
Oh.
So they said, oh, sorry, that was an extra zero. $80. Hey, that's way better. That's way more affordable to most people. I still think you can afford that. Thank you so much. I will look into investing that to deal with our swamp cooler problem. Thank you again.
Always remember, chat donations
you about gave me a fucking heart attack. Literally.
Always remember, chat donations are always appreciated, but never donate outside of your means.
Yeah, that's the big one. At the most, it was 800 kroner. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, that makes a little more sense. But yeah, no, look, best case scenario, I can use that, and that'll probably cover the replacement parts for the pulley and the tensioner. Worst case scenario, I'll put that $80 to I think it's $200 or $250 to buy a new swamp cooler. So either way, you have helped me immensely. Yeah, no, you're good. I was, look, instantly my concern wasn't about anybody but you, Death to Go, when you said you sent $800 fucking dollars. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next video here, which the title is amazing, Chad. It says, woman hits deputy with his own taser probe. I can only assume she parried him, because he's a filthy casual.
Yeah.
Listen to me, or you're gonna go to jail right now. Stop. Don't arrest me. Stop. Turn around.
You look at a little. I'm trying to get domestic. I like that.
Get on the ground.
On January 11th, 2026, deputies in Florida responded to a gas station after a woman reportedly grabbed a beer and walked out without.
Of course, it's Florida. It's always Florida. Because of the sunshine laws.
No, it's always Florida. That's the big reason, but that's, it's also Florida. Look, I can handle heat, I can't handle humid heat, and that's all they have down there.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, the heat will drive you fucking crazy.
And look, we joke about sunshine law all the time as to why Florida looks as crazy as it is. But if you look into some of the cases that come out of Florida, they are uniquely Florida.
Yeah, it's usually has anything to do with gators and shit like that. You could only ever do this in the Bible Belt, really, but really only happens in Florida.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of cases that are. It definitely came out of Florida. It had nothing to do with sunshine laws. It's just Florida.
It's just, yeah, it's Florida coded.
Thing.
Like a lady walking out of a gas station with a beer and then just hanging out in front of the gas station apparently with the beer as we saw the police officer confronting her in front of it.
Kenny, Mistaki, I'm sorry, I just butchered the last name there, but it's not always hot, but it is always humid, and that's worse. I agree. As someone who's lived in humid areas, there's a balance there. I don't like it too dry, but like I would prefer dry to humid if I had to choose between the two.
Thank you, Silverman, for the sun balloon. And then thank you, Artemis. Says, I wouldn't sell my kidney, but someone else's. Also, my chat went through the joules a minute ago, and they found out that there is, in fact, a 6-7 joule for 6-7 joules.
Of course there is. Of course there is. I hate everything about society.
So I got a whole bunch of 6-7 joule donations a minute ago.
Nice. Look, I can't wait for them to roll that out completely because it seems. I mean, I think a lot of people have been suggesting that YouTube do something similar to Twitch bits for a very long time.
Yeah. I think something
for 4 months, thank you so much, Cerberus.
Something they might misunderstand with bits, though, is bits themselves are not the fun part. It's the integrations you can do with bits.
Yeah, but they're going to have to introduce their version of bits before they can have any kind of integration.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, I could probably integrate your joules right now.
True.
Knowing how their coding would work, because there's obviously something unique that's triggered on the live chat when bits are redeemed. I imagine it has that number in what's known as the CSS code. Using that, you can probably create an API that listens to that code, sees how many bits comes in, and then tie it to an automatic OBS event.
True.
On your overlay. So already we could probably do integrations, but the introductions of joules itself is foundational for YouTube to move on to built-in integrations like what Twitch has.
Yeah. We'll see in the future. Hopefully more stuff like that gets happened.
I'm hoping they do something like that, because that is cool.
Because YouTube is genuinely just a better place to stream right now than Twitch by a long shot.
Like, guys, wouldn't you be able to have a blanket redeem and just like, you just throw a blanket on me?
I want to get one of those bits cups, but for joules that people used to do bits cups all the time.
Yes. Yeah, I remember those. One of the coolest things I thought was Takahata 101's his Weary 101 bar, and people would buy shots and stuff, and he had like all this fucking redeem, and it was cool. It felt like a bar, even though it was a VTuber show.
Yeah. I've wanted one for a Mizu is Right jar that like throws dollars in it.
Oh god, that'd be so great. That would be amazing. And it's just always overflowing.
Yeah. Just whenever people would donate like bits, it would go into it. And
see, what would be great is the bin, it has to be completely filled, right? And then the coin comes over, it lands on the top and slides off onto the ground.
Yeah.
Because you're always right to the point where we need a bigger jar.
The whole stream is just the jar.
Yeah.
Anyways, chat, we're in Florida, and apparently somebody's gonna get tased.
By its own taser, so run them in that.
Intercepted the suspect at a nearby intersection with the beer still in hand. But what began as a routine shoplifting call was about to
open
take a
carry.
violent turn.
This motherfucker told me yesterday.
Oh, shoplifting.
He said, I kill your kid.
Who did?
This
Okay.
Yeah, I kill your kid. I told him I kill your whole.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Swear to God, ain't no Bible. When y'all take me to jail, I didn't make my run for Calvary after what happened in that medical center. Oh God.
Place your hands behind your back for me.
Probably. No, before you get my witnesses, I ain't doing that.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
No, you cannot arrest me till you get witnesses and all that.
Don't start with me right now.
I had a scratch off. They saw past car first scan, right? I have receipts, so before you get your evidence and take me to jail, because you have to get it yet, I have all the receipts and stuff, but they took money from me in video.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that.
All right,
Okay,
then
we're
let's
gonna
go.
work on that.
All right, so this is America. You gonna take me to jail when he said I kill your kid?
Right
you
now,
ain't handcuffing me, no. Legally, you cannot.
Yes, because you
No, legally, you cannot.
Who is this lady? She's almost right for everything she said. She's like she read the law once and then like meth altered the memory.
She's got like bits and pieces of it left.
Legally, you cannot. I did not steal the bill. I have a video of them swapping out the two things.
Oh, thank you for the 6-7 jewel.
I'm sorry, does that say beauty? Oh my god. What does the other tattoo say? What does that say? Is that beauty or is that something else?
I hope it's beauty, because if not, I would have no idea what she's going for.
What else would it be? Yeah, exactly.
You ain't handcuffing me.
Okay.
Yeah, I get in the car without handcuffs, but you ain't handcuffing me.
If he says you didn't steal it, we look at it, I will take the cuffs off of you. Okay?
No, we're not doing that. I'll walk over here.
Okay, no, come here. Hey, come here. Listen to me, or you're gonna go to jail right now. Come here.
Where is this other camera at? Is that his car?
Stop.
Yeah, that was his car.
No, go ahead and tase me. Shoot me. I don't
Stop.
I like tasers.
Come here.
I like tasers.
You're not arresting me that, no.
Turn around, or I will tase you.
Tase me. I'm a free citizen of America until you get the evidence. You illegally arrested me.
I'm not.
No, technically you did. So let me tell you about your law real fast.
Stop.
Short.
Let me tell you about you law real fast.
Now we're gonna try. We're gonna be playing with. Alright, if you can get my hand from here to here, I'll make you a deal.
Stop.
No, you're gonna have to wait for back up.
I don't want to stop this.
If you could, dude, I have never liked a woman who's this resisting, but she's kind of amazing.
It's very funny.
You can get my hand down. I'll go with you. She's like, you can get my hand down. I'm too strong for you. Like, that's just the level of confidence. Go ahead, tase me. I like tasers. Who are you?
Yeah, because I'm gonna see how good your two-step is.
Dude, I want to hang out with this lady.
You look at him little. I'm trying to get domestic.
Stop.
Yeah, go ahead. I like that.
Get on the ground.
Nope.
Get on the ground.
Nope.
I will tase you.
Nope, I told you. I'm taking.
Get on the ground.
Nope.
Get on.
Snatch you and slap at you again.
Get on the ground.
Okay.
Now.
That's about all I get.
Get on the ground.
I'll get you a knee.
Get on the ground.
This is my knee. Now.
Bush.
Tase me, please.
Why do you want me to tase you?
I got freaky shit.
Get on
No.
the.
I told you I'm taking my same knee, my knee.
All right, taser.
Woo!
He's fucking arrested Atari.
Oh my god. No. You're in trouble. You're in so much trouble. Watch this. I'm going back just a little bit. Oh my god. She just stood up and took them off.
Why do you want me to tase you?
Watch this.
Get on the.
I told you I'm taking my same knee, my knee.
All right, taser.
Woo!
HQ.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, you need to run. You need to run. There's no fucking.
She don't even flinch.
I'm hoping like it just ended up not being a good prick. Because sometimes those taser prongs cannot be in bed right. But like, look, as I taste them at point blank range and they don't flinch, get up, remove the taser prongs and stop walking towards me. I'm sorry, you're a vampire, I'm running. What the fuck?
No, he's just trying to arrest Atari at this point.
Hey!
Taser, good. Take it back. Woo! How many do you
Get
need?
down!
Woo!
Get on the ground!
I done told you I took my knee. That's all I get out of me.
Whiskey 5, taser.
Deputy Fields calls for emergency backup as he is now injured, and Kaylin remains uncooperative.
Get on the ground!
Oh, my deal stands for America today.
My name stands for America today. This is the best person on the planet. This is the main character of Florida. I don't know how else to explain this.
The final boss of Florida Woman.
Oh, there we go.
Get on the ground! Get on your back! Get on your back!
I'm taking a stand up for my daddy. I'm in the military. You. After he said he killed my kids.
Get.
After he said I gotta go with it.
Get on the ground!
After he said he killed my
Get on the ground!
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, so am I!
For what?
You freaking threw a taser dart at me! Turn around
Did
and
it
get on
hit?
your back!
Damn, I got shot in the hand.
Turn around and get on your back!
I can't. Give me 1 minute. You just
Now.
I'm bleeding.
Get down! Get on your stomach and lay on
I can't.
your stomach!
I'm leaking.
I understand that. Lay on your stomach now. Put your hands behind your back.
Someone shot me in the hand.
Put your hands behind your
So
back.
shut me head.
Put your
You
hands
know
behind
who
your back.
shot you in the hand.
Cute when you're mad.
Both of them. Both of them.
Is she winking?
No, you got. Don't move.
I won't. I told you I'd take a stand today. For America.
We didn't have to do this.
Yes, we did. Yes, sir.
Can you send 1071 too? I'm bleeding as you.
An ambulance is also
Man,
called to
this
the
is
scene.
crazy.
Put your hands behind your back.
My head's bleeding. I don't give a f. After I took a stand for my kid, I killed your kid.
Yeah, St. Raphael says that's impressive.
We didn't have to do this. We didn't have to
Yes,
do
we did
this.
have to do this. Well, I sit right there. Yes.
No. Put your hands behind your back right now.
Sorry.
Keep them behind your back. Put your
Oh my God.
both of them.
Okay, so
And don't.
hey, there's an issue here. I'm assuming he's waiting for backup before trying to place cuffs on her, but you cannot hold a taser at someone, tell them to fucking get in a arrest-ready position, and then just stand there.
Yeah.
Like, no, if you're, look, she's in position, you should be on top of her, cuffing her, whatever. I'm guessing you're waiting for backup, but honestly, you should have waited for backup before you even fucking escalated to this point then.
Yeah.
So, you know, this woman, yeah, she's about to say crazy, but you're not doing things right.
Move.
Whiskey 5, where you at?
Right here by the gas pumps.
Hell yeah. Here we go again. I've been looking
I
for
think
you.
she only went down when they went max
She
charge.
threw a taser dart at me. My head's bleeding.
Mine's bleeding too. That said I kill your kid. So I can't believe you said I kill your kid. I don't come from family. My family's cops and military.
Really? Well, you should have put your hands behind your back when I asked you.
Did you shoot me? You pulled the gun on me? I thought it went that way.
We have this Fifth Amendment right. You should exercise it and stop talking.
I told you to stand by me for the USA. Hey, that shot me in the head.
Yeah, he's probably keeping his distance because after she took like 2 tasers and then she took a max charge taser and that one took her down, but then she just got up.
Yeah.
Happier than ever.
Pray about my head. So, my head's bleeding.
And she said, yeah, I kill your kid. Said I kill your kid. I got shot with a gun.
I think it's when she fell.
No.
Because I shot her the second time and she fell backwards.
No, it's a gunshot. Look at it.
I did not shoot you with my gun.
No, there did in there. Go check.
No, they didn't.
Remember when I said we're exercising our Fifth Amendment? Stop talking.
No, my head is bleeding. Yes, it's mine, I think.
I'm sorry for throwing at you. But I did. You didn't
Yeah, she threw a taser probe at my head.
I didn't mean to throw it at the head. I didn't know that things. So I'm sorry for the popo. But that said I kill your kid. What the f***? This is America.
Well, this would have never happened if you would have just
You understand? That's all
not fight with me.
That's the only blood I got. So
That's all that had to happen.
I'm fine with dying. That's the only thing I left. That's the only bloodline I got left is my daddy's dead.
Taser probe, hit you in the head, and that's when the bleeds were.
Yeah.
And you want to take a stand with me?
That's when I tasered the second time and she fell backwards.
Yo, listen to everything my mama says, but she's a f***ing liar. So she said I was violent. Guys, I threw it at you.
Well, we got a pretty good gash in our head. We got a probe here. Looks like one came out here.
Can y'all listen?
You don't care about your story. They're gonna make sure you stop bleeding.
I don't give a listen. Ain't that I kill your kid. That's the only bloodline I got
And
left.
we also got a deputy that got hit and they have a taser too.
This is America.
So, Artemis says, you know how various tropical and windstorms are named after women names? This is why they're natural disasters. To clarify, though,
I mean,
tropical windstorms
Some of the
actually
worst.
alternate between male-female.
yeah, they do. Yes, they do. And I can think of like 3 hurricanes. Technically worse than Katrina.
Yeah.
Tell me all names.
Hugo. I actually don't know if Hugo
is a
was
great
worse.
one. Hurricane Michael's another good one. Or how about, what was it? Hurricane Owen or Otis? It happened a couple years ago, and it's the one that went from a category 1 to a category 5 in 8 hours and fucking wiped Acapulco in Mexico off the map.
Yeah.
There's not a town there anymore. That is by far the most powerful and rapidly intensified hurricane in recorded history ever.
Yeah, not to actually
they
you
had sustained
chat.
winds of 200 miles an hour.
I don't mean to actually you
that was
chat.
actually.
It's just we do just alternate them. They do one male name, then one female name, just like back and forth. And they do the alphabet.
It's fantasy, you're wrong. Storms used to be named after women, then women complain. No, shut the fuck up. I will slap you as a woman.
Yeah. So it's they alternate between male and female, and they do the alphabet. So they'll do A male, B female, C male, D female, like just back and forth. I actually don't know why we have to have them named after people at all, but I guess it makes it easier to talk about them.
Yeah.
I just wonder how they choose the actual names themselves. Like, are we just going down like a list of names?
There's a whole database. Yeah, it's literally it's a Diggle listed, which is why we've had multiple like Hurricane Otises or Hurricane. Like it's a list cycle through alphabetically. You'd have to talk to my mod meteoric. He's an actual meteorologist. He knows how all that shit works.
Ah, fair.
I got a probe thrown at him. I stuck him pretty good. So.
I know. No, you ain't giving me. I don't want no medical attention, no needles.
I know. We're getting this one out, okay?
Let me see.
That's
No.
All of that, and she's scared of needles.
three.
I don't want that. You shake it out. I don't shake shit with needles. You gotta put no.
Well, right now it looks like you're in custody,
Yeah,
so you
put
lost that
no on
option.
me.
It's up to the deputies, okay?
That's fine. I'm going with the deputy. I took a stand.
I figured I'd call and let you know what's going on. Logan stops this shoplifting suspect. It's the same one that we tased last time. He shoots 4 darts at her.
Wow.
Okay.
So this has happened before.
To be fair, I shouldn't be surprised that, like, so it's the same lady we had to tase last time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That tracks.
Especially if she's just taking it like that. Like, nah, she's felt the taser before. She knows what to expect. Oh, that's... I would say that caught me off guard, but it really didn't.
She takes one of the darts and throws it and hits him in the side of the head. So he's bleeding from the spot where the taser probe hit. So fire rescue's checking him right now, and she's bleeding pretty bad, but hard. She's 55, and fire rescue.
Jesus.
Wow. She doesn't look horrible for 55.
Standing on America today. Love you, little buttercup.
I'm just gonna get wrapped around you, okay? It's gonna go underneath your chin.
Yeah, same one.
Because Kaylin sustained a head wound when she fell, the deputies now have to figure out if the local jail will even accept her, or if she needs to be cleared by a hospital first.
I don't want to be punctured with nothing.
That's a head wound, so she has to be cleared by the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll turn this way.
If you work with me, I'll work with you.
We're going to sit up, all right?
Can you get my hat right
We're
there?
going to sit right here.
We're gonna run an EKG real quick. It's part of what we do.
I don't want that neither. Legally, I can deny ambulance help. Go ahead. This is another thing. Okay.
Not when you're in custody.
372. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. You better look up your law. All right. Just like that law for arrest.
Deputy Pensa gathers evidence of the taser discharge for the arrest report.
So the bullet shot,
They're taser probes.
he doesn't know law for arrest.
This one's gonna go on your finger, all right?
All right. If you try to,
I won't try anything.
I don't know what they said about exposure protocol because the probe went into her.
Yeah, I know.
And-
Don't even remind me, okay?
Yeah.
Do you have any medical history of any kind?
suck my little dick.
Although
Yeah,
I was
so-
pausing because the one officer actually does ask an interesting question of they don't know what the exposure protocol is for a barb that has been in someone else getting thrown at the officer and now it's in him.
Yeah, because you know the only time that happens in D&D when a monk uses fucking missile steering, catches a fucking thrown item and throws it back at you.
Yeah.
Like literally, this bitch just pulled off a D&D move on this cop.
So for anybody that doesn't really get why they're asking, it's because there's going to be like a little bit of blood on the taser. So if she's got any bloodborne pathogens, now the officer's got to
there you go.
be at risk for it.
And we're talking a lot of things. So they're going to, God damn, that sucks. Because I'm thinking of several, oh, dude. If she's, look, you know what? She looks so good for 55. I'm going to take a guess that she's probably relatively healthy.
Yeah.
You know, usually people riddled with disease don't look that good at that old.
So I guess he'll find out if he got AIDS or not.
Yeah, God. I mean, what they'll do is they'll take her to the hospital. They'll get her name. They'll bring up her history, and they'll look at anything related to STDs, bloodborne pathogens, and then cross test for that with the officer.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, well, a lot of bloodborne pathogens, it's not like, oh no, a little bit of blood from her got on the blood from mine and now I'm sick. It usually takes more than that, so hopefully he's all right. But yeah, this is a genuine concern.
Yeah.
Do you take medicine for that?
Red, white, and blue. Yep. I like Trump.
Are you the caller? You want to tell me what happened real quick? Is this what she took?
She got the 24 pack.
So she took a whole 24 pack.
He told me that that right down there said, "I'll kill your family." That's what happened, and he tried to say I stole some of that.
She took a 24 pack beer and she come inside the counter.
Also, really quick, Suko Suto just sends a bunch of American flags. Appreciated. Yes, America.
Nice. Now, here's my
I know my
question.
American
She took a
rights.
24-pack of beer. You only saw her with one beer in her hand, and as far as I saw, there wasn't a fucking pack of anything anywhere.
It's probably in her house or something.
She went into her house to put her beer away and then went back outside across the street to drink a beer.
Yeah, she's king of the
Seems a
hill.
bit odd to me. She's king. You know what? That works. That's my headcanon now.
Okay.
Couple 3 or 4 candidate, the grizzly or something.
Okay. So a couple of packs of cigarettes, 3 or 4 cans of dip.
Chat said, I'd like to think she drank the other 23.
Wait a minute. You're telling me she stole a 24-pack of beer, went behind your counter, you did nothing about that, and she was able to grab cigarettes and 3 or 4 cans of dip? Something tells me you're overstating what she stole.
You're overstating what she stole, or you're just a massive fucking coward.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, or that, because I mean, look, gas. They don't fuck around. There's usually a bat or a shotgun behind that counter.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
But yeah, no, she robbed us blind. We didn't do anything to stop it.
No, not a couple.
Like a whole carton? Okay.
She took a whole carton. She took a. You keep those in drawers under. Okay, now I'm suspicious. Now I'm actually suspicious. This is a lot to take for one girl to fucking. And why doesn't she have any of that on her?
What happened was, that's my last of my bloodline. Honestly, my dad died for me protecting me, so I was going to protect her.
I got the video if you want to see.
Oh yes, please, dear God, let's see that.
In the parking lot.
Yes.
He stole $100 from me on the scratch
Why?
off. That one in there, and they stole money from me. They said I carried your kid. And I jumped on the counter. I took $100 worth of shit.
She came. What time did she come in? What does that say? 15:08.
Yeah.
If I need anything else, I'll come back and talk to you. Okay?
Okay.
I'm assuming he saw the footage.
Now, you ready?
Yeah, ready? I go willingly. All right. Hey, can you grab my Marine hat right there?
We'll get it.
No, I like it with me on my hand. That's my.
Okay.
I'm Marine. Hat.
Has anybody searched her?
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah, a fidget spinner.
I'm a Marine.
My little
Hats. The little avoidance of stolen valor there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Protect my kid. I'm gonna die for my kid just like my dad died for me. My mama carried my daddy in here. That's what she was in Nassau County. Yeah.
See? Hat. Back.
Oh, that looked like some dip or something.
Okay. Let me try. She's gonna be a pain in the ass because she's been screaming out she's not getting any medical attention.
Look, one bush can of beer. What the fuck?
Is this your vehicle? Okay. We thought this might
Okay, there we go.
the female owls out here, so we're just making sure it wasn't her.
Oh,
car.
okay.
Something about, oh God, I'm gonna go to jail, and I was like, huh? I didn't even know she had came up behind me.
Did you see her with anything in her hands or nothing like that?
No, she didn't have anything in her hand.
All right, appreciate it.
But she has an entire case of Bush Light in the video, and she jumps over the counter and grabs like a carton of cigarettes and a bunch of cans of dip.
End of investigation. She dumped them somewhere.
Yeah. She had to have. Look at that smile. Find somebody who smiles at you like this woman smiles at this cop.
I'm genuinely curious because the guy's like, yeah, I saw the video. Like, she stole a 24-pack, she stole a carton of cigarettes, she stole multiple cans of dip.
Where did she stash them?
And then when we find her, all she fucking has is the one beer, and I guess
yeah,
I guess a pack of cigarettes that were in her hat, or a can of dip or something that was in her hat. It's like, where did all of this shit go? Oh, this is so funny, dude.
Resisting arrest with violence, petty theft, battery on a law enforcement officer. At this time, the suspect's court case is still ongoing.
That's wild. You still feeling cold over there, Ava? Oh, did Ava die already? He killed Ava, chat. Thank you for all of the jewels, by the way. They're all showing up in chat. We got a star, press F, another 6-7 because you all hate me, a flower, a star, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-7s.
That's fine, guys. I'm here, Papa. Look, we're gonna have to wrap things up here. It's there's too much here.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Thank you so much, everybody, for yeah. Thank you, everybody, for sending Lawtism. Sorry, it's been so short today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell as hard as you possibly can. And I'm so sorry I'm gonna have to go here. It's not. I don't know. Every day this week, I can't seem to stream uninterrupted.
Yeah, we'll get you in another day. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, chat. Let's figure out who we're gonna read you guys into.
Well, I was gonna send chat over to Archcast.
Oh, okay. I'll probably do the same then.
And chat, we will be back later tonight, actually, for obviously the Cardboard Crack stream. But we're supposed to play Repo with everybody as well. So we'll see you guys for that.
Ah, gotcha.
We'll be back at 9 EST because me and Akko actually have more cards than normal to take a look at. But bye, guys. You guys be good.
All right, you guys all have a good one. See you later.
Bye.